Hey, my friend, I'm so glad you're here. Today, I want to talk about something deeply encouraging, something that might just lift your spirit and remind you that you are never alone. We're going to look at 7 signs that Jesus Christ is with you, even when you can't see him, even when you feel distant or unsure. Jesus is closer than you think. So let's dive in. Here are 7 powerful signs that Jesus is walking right beside you. 1. You feel peace that doesn't make sense. You might be going through something tough, stress at work, pain in your family, or a storm in your mind, and yet there's this quiet peace in your heart that doesn't match your situation. That's not a coincidence, that's Jesus. John 14:27 says, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives." The world gives peace that fades, but Christ gives peace that holds you steady in chaos. If you felt that deep calm when everything else is falling apart, that's a sign he's with you. 2. You're drawn to prayer or worship without knowing why. Have you ever just felt the urge to pray out of nowhere or to put on worship music and just sit in God's presence? That's the Holy Spirit stirring your heart. Jesus is calling you closer, and that longing inside you to connect is a clear sign he's near. Philippians 2:13 reminds us, "For it is God who works in you to will and to act in order to fulfill his good purpose." That gentle pull, that quiet voice saying, "Talk to me," that's Jesus. 3. You've experienced protection that you can't explain. There are moments in life when we look back and say, "I don't know how I made it through that." Maybe it was a car accident narrowly avoided, or a decision that saved you from pain you didn't even see coming. That's not luck, that's Jesus watching over you. Psalm 91:11 says, "For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways." When protection surrounds you, even when you don't know you needed it, that's his hand at work. 4. Doors open that should have stayed shut. Sometimes God opens doors that no man can shut. Maybe you got a job you weren't qualified for. Maybe you found peace in a season that should have broken you. Those open doors, those unexpected blessings are signs of his favor. Revelation 3:8 says, "See, I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut." Jesus walks ahead of you, making a way where there was no way. When your life takes a turn for the better and you know it wasn't your doing, that's him. 5. You feel conviction, not condemnation. There's a huge difference between guilt that drags you down and conviction that calls you higher. If you've felt the gentle correction of the Holy Spirit, urging you to do better, be better, return to him, that's love, that's Jesus. John 16:8 says, "When he comes, he will prove the world to be in the wrong about sin and righteousness and judgment." Conviction is a sign that God cares, that he's working on you, that he's not done with you. When you feel called to change, not because you hate yourself, but because you know there's more, that's Christ at work. 6. People are sent into your life at the right time. Ever had someone call you exactly when you needed encouragement, or a stranger speak words to you that touched your soul? Jesus often speaks through people. He uses others to carry his message, to remind you that you're seen and loved. Proverbs 27:17 says, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." Those divine appointments, those perfectly timed conversations, are no accident. Jesus is with you, and sometimes he shows up through the people around you. 7. You're still standing. Let's be real. Life can be brutal. You've been through things that could have destroyed you. You've walked through darkness, cried through lonely nights, and fought battles no one knows about, and yet you're still here. 2 Corinthians 4:8-9 says, "We are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed." The fact that you're still standing is a miracle. It's proof that Jesus hasn't let go of you, not even for a second. Maybe you've doubted, maybe you've wondered if Jesus is still with you, but I promise you, He is. These signs aren't coincidences, they're love notes. They're proof that heaven is still involved in your life. So here's my challenge to you. Take a moment today to thank Him, not just for the big things, but for the small signs, the peace, the people, the second chances. Because every one of them whispers the same truth. Jesus is with you. If this message encouraged you, let me know in the comments. Share your story, and never forget, you are loved beyond measure. Stay strong, stay faithful, and I'll see you in the next video.